gave her a mic? Podcast. Who gave her a mic? Podcast. Podcast. Who gave her a mic? Podcast. From reality to spilling the tea. Seriously, who gave her a mic?
Welcome back to Who Gave Her a Mic podcast. I'm Melissa.
I'm Alex.
We're just two millennial moms who have too much to say about reality TV. And today we're covering Love Island USA Season 7, episodes 24, 25, and 26.
Woo woo.
Yeah. And we're not going to do tea today because we've got a lot to unpack.
So much.
Yeah, we've got the heart rate challenge. We've got the stand on your business challenge. Would you call it a challenge? Not really a challenge.
I wouldn't call it a challenge. I'd call that more of like a smacking.
Yeah. So episode 24 had the heart rate challenge. So I'm just going to like speed round the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, well, it's
The
boring
little
anyway.
key points, and then we can go dive into the heart rate because we're on the back end of Nick and Olandria arriving at the recoupling with the
Yes.
So Nick was telling Cierra that he and Olandria kissed and explored each other or whatever. And then Cierra was like, oh, I'm so glad it was Olandria. It was my girl. It was not some other bombshell. And she's like, I'm not mad that they kissed or whatever. Right? And I was like, I think it's strange that you're not mad that they kissed. And Iris even tells her, she's like, I think it's ridiculous, or like, I think it's wild. And I was like, I 100%
I can't believe she did not have a reaction. I was shocked. I was like, her reaction made me think like, just do you care about Nick at all? Like that's what like.
Well, I think she was trying to be like,
you're nonchalant.
You're in the villa with the new girls, like you had to do what you had to do. But I was like, that's not what he was doing. I think it should have been the other way around. I think
the fact that they kissed outside of a challenge, that's where the line was drawn, because they kissed during the kissing thing.
Yeah.
So exactly. It's like the fact that you kissed without the challenge is wild to me. The fact that you even you called her the most beautiful girl. Like,
yeah, that's why I wanted them to do movie night. We need to see this. Like,
I don't know how they'd have a movie night. Like we're on Thursday.
We're too far, and yeah,
we have 2 more episodes.
Gosh.
What happened?
There's a cat in here making a lot of noise.
We have 2 more episodes until next week, and
that's it, right?
Well, no, we have the rest of next week, but I don't.
Well, I mean, like, and then next week.
Yeah, next week it ends. Like, it's done. So.
Yeah, they're not gonna do movie night, and I think they would have done movie night before tonight's episode.
Yeah, I feel like they already slapped them with tonight's episode, so I feel like doing a movie night would just like add more fuel. More fuel.
I just wanted Cierra to see that. Because it was just like
she will see it when she leaves.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because it was like, oh, I think
they'll all see. They'll all.
I don't know what he was thinking though. Like I don't know, and I don't know why.
Sorry, I was gonna say I don't think he even knows.
Yeah,
he don't even look like he likes her that much. Like someone did a contemplation of like them together, and it literally looks like he's so like annoyed with her when they're talking. Like there was this like moment on the docks and she's like, what the, hugging him and stuff. And he's like frowning. It's like, I don't even think he likes her that much. I just think he wants to win.
I think it's convenience. And I noticed that later. And when they actually on their date and they like officially couple up or like lock in, not a couple up, 30 couple, but they like close off. There's close off. And I was like, that is so convenient that after all this time she's been asking you for that clarity. And then now that Elon is here, all of a sudden you're like, oh, now I'm going to close it off and make you mine.
Yeah. You know what's so funny is somebody did contemplation of that as well. And it was like, God, my hair is like really, I'm just not looking great. I shouldn't have like worked out. I should have like waited to work out. That was my bad. I feel like, oh wow, I lost my train.
You said that you saw a compilation of.
Yeah. Okay, so not just that, but then like when what he says about all the other girls, like what he said about Jaden, what he said about Olandria and stuff, it's crazy to me that he could be so locked in. But like when they came back to the villa and Cierra was talking to all of them, all of the words, all of the words that she said to him on their date, she repeated back to the girls, making it sound like Nick said that, and he didn't.
Really, I
Yes.
didn't catch that. I totally zoned out their date. So
Oh yes. So she verbatim.
really,
Somebody
now I'm gonna have
cropped
to go
it
back
and
and
did a
watch
video.
because
Okay, yeah,
I
I'll
like
find it. I was
I
tripping. I was like, because I didn't either. I zoned out. But she said like she kept like she said it literally. I was flabbergasted at the verbatim. Everything that she said to him on the date, she repeated to the girls, but acting like Nick said that, and he said none of it. He said not one thing.
what?
I was shocked. I was legitimately shocked. And then people were like, "Oh, you're calling Huda delusional, and look at you, you're lying, and blah blah blah." And it's funny because it makes me think like, um, when you, well, I don't know how Sierra did this, but like sometimes when you're having a conversation with somebody and like you're relating it to somebody else, it don't always sound
Well, yeah, like
the same.
what
But
telephone, like
yeah, but
it twists a little.
well, yeah, but like she put her own words in his mouth. I've never seen. I guess I've never
Yeah,
seen somebody do that before.
I wonder why. Like,
I
because
don't. I don't
they're
know. I don't know if
romantic.
she switched it up in her own mind. I don't know. But all I know was that it was hilarious when I watched the video because I did not realize that he basically really didn't say anything to her. He was just like, "Yeah, I
Yeah, because
agree."
she was talking about like what they're gonna do and the things that she
Yeah, and
wanted to
he
do with
didn't
them out,
care.
and he was just like, sure.
Yeah, I
Except the
was
fact
just
that it
like,
was his dream date or whatever, or like that in nature on a picnic or something. But yeah, and then he closed.
so
Yeah,
lame.
yeah.
Okay, sorry if you like nature. I mean, like, I don't worry. Like,
Where'd you go?
but I'm just, but oh no,
Sorry, you keep freezing.
oh, it's recording. Yeah, right now you're stuck in this position.
There we go. Okay, we're good. Yeah, you were stuck. Your hair changed. You
Okay.
came back and your hair was different.
Yes. My hair. My hair. It was just bothering me, and I was touching it too much, to be honest with you. So I was just kind of like over it, and I'm like, I'm gonna put it up because it's pissing me off.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna pause it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was just convenient that Nick closed it off when she's dealing with Elon be still being there.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna go anywhere. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think like 90% of the people are gonna go anywhere in this season.
No,
Usually you still got like one, at least one or two couples that might make it.
long term.
Long term, I don't see that happening.
I think Huda and Chris could.
Yes, I agree. Coulda and Chris, definitely. I think they sparked some real romance, which I was really
Yeah.
happy for Huda. And um,
I thought they were cute. I mean, they were still saying that they're like open and at the time he wanted to explore Shelly and
yeah,
he was like, go for it.
I
But
think he's very emotionally mature.
yes.
And I think that's somebody that Huda needs is somebody who is more mature than her because when you when you are emotionally immature yourself, you don't realize it until you are around somebody that is more mature. And that does happen. It's not like everybody is the same level of maturity that you are. But I
Hmm.
think that he kind of calms her down and like he is a support system versus like adding fields like where Jeremiah was not a support system. He
No, he
just
just
he
shut
was
down where
yeah, he
yeah.
shut down, which is not something she needs to be able to vent in a correct way, obviously, in a
Yeah.
correct way. And I think she's able to do that with Chris, and like she did with the pancake situation. Which oh my god, somebody posted a video. Let me tell you something.
It's another pancake issue.
No. So somebody said no wonder she hates pancakes, and someone posted a video of her like somebody went all the way down her TikTok, and like she had a flat ass. Now, I'm not saying she got a BBL or anything like that, but what I will say is that girl does work in the gym. And so
Oh
whether or not she
yeah.
has a BBL or she has fat transfer, she earned the body that she has regardless. And someone was like, no wonder she hates pancakes, because like legitimately it was just like she was flat from the back down.
Dang, I need to look at her workouts and try some of those.
I'm doing most of them. I'm just not at the weight yet. I weighed myself today and I'm 132. I'm so happy.
Yay. Good job.
It took me like 2 weeks after from being sick. It took me 2 weeks to
To
gain
get
4 or
back
5
up.
pounds. Yeah, I'm like, dude, I hate that.
It's yeah, being sick does wreaks havoc on your system. Muscle, internal, all the ols.
Yeah, but yeah, no, she's, I see such an improvement, and that's what you should learn from your mistakes, and you should be able to grow from them. If you can't do that, then you're obviously you're very immature. And if you can't see the growth that she has and you still want to hate on her for doing what she did to Jeremiah, I just don't agree with it, because she
Yeah.
did apologize, and
That's what I
that's
saw a lot on Instagram was like people were like, Did you forget about all that Huda was doing with Jeremiah?" And it's like, no, we didn't forget, but we watched her
mature.
realize her mistakes and accept it and move on from that and like
Mhm.
grow from that. And that's
What
normal.
you should do. Yeah, what you
Yeah.
should do.
So we commend her, like, good job. You know, you had all these times that you could have crashed out and you're not. And yeah. So
I feel like people too are like, I don't know. I feel like everyone just likes to be a bully, because you guys, it's like, why don't we take you away from everything you ever known for 2 months and see how
weeks.
you like
Yeah.
it, with no phones, no, not any, like, not real phone, no television. Like, you don't even know what the hell's going on in the world. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's just,
For sure. Speaking
oh, and
of,
I was about, oh,
Shelly said that she wanted to still explore Chris, and then Ace was mad that Shelly wanted to still explore Chris. But Ace will never lock it off. So it's like he wants to have his cake and eat it too. But that kind of like knowing that like really leads into the heart rate challenge and what happens.
yeah,
So let's get into it.
let's do it.
The heart rate challenge. So I like that like they did couple by couple because I was like, if we did girls to guys, it would have been way too long. But at the same time, I kind of liked the girl to because if you think about it, like they're all mad because like for instance, Ace his heart rate spikes the most for Huda.
Hmm.
They're all mad that their person didn't spike the most for their couple. But
But they
their
didn't do it for their
dance
couple.
exactly. So like that kind of removed that whole aspect of the heart rate challenge that we've seen in the past where you're trying to get your guy to spike for you. But they're so I thought that was kind of the only shitty thing about the way they did it. But
They didn't really have a choice with as many people as they had. It's kind of like
ugh, I
crazy.
know they had 9 couples or something ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So who stood out to you the most?
Huda.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah. I was like, hold on, I had to remember hers for a
I
second.
was like,
I
God
literally
damn.
wrote Huda and Chris, WTF, wow. Because
Yeah, I mean, damn. Like, she,
she can dance.
oh my God, I wish I could dance like that.
She can dance. She can
Not
dance.
even at her age could I have danced like that.
I was like, I would never like I would be set in life with my in my relationship. Like I not that I have to worry about anything, but you know, like I
That was so funny. I mean, like, don't
might
get me
hurt
wrong. I
myself at
know.
this point, but
I mean, like, I could do some moves, but nothing like that.
oh,
Like,
I
that
can't
was
down on
the
my
when
yeah.
she shook her legs up in the air. I was like,
Well, did she
holy,
flip? She flipped on Chris, right?
yeah. She
Yeah, I
flipped
couldn't
on
remember
Chris
who it
and was
was.
like, boom, boom, boom. And I was
Go,
like, oh,
yeah. And that's when he was said, "Okay, I'm over Shelly."
shit, I would have been over Shelly too.
I
Put
think
that
over
in my
Huda.
face, absolutely. Huda's beautiful. I don't care what anyone says. That
Oh,
girl
she's
is
so pretty. And she wore a blue bikini
gorgeous.
in the next episode, and I thought it was so pretty with the little white cover at the bottom, and her
Yes.
hair was like straight. I was like, she looks
The
really.
only thing I don't like is her eyelashes, but I don't like the fake eyelashes.
They will. I think feel like they've gotten less bushy. Since the beginning, they were like so thick it was hard to see her
Yeah,
eyes.
when she was brushing her eye, it killed me when
You
she was
have
brushing it.
to. Don't you?
I don't know. I've never
So
worn fake
from what
lashes.
I've seen I fall down a rabbit hole sometimes of people getting ready or get unready or like whatever. And they do that. You have to like wash them and then like brush them and clean them every day.
No, thank you.
Yeah. And I was like, that's a lot of work.
That's why I don't put makeup on my face. I mean, I wash my face
You
twice a
just
day,
get
but
CoverGirl Lash Blast.
see
The
all
old,
these bags, these au natural. I just keep them out.
I know I had some really bad this morning because I would wake up early and take my son to the dentist. Anyway, so back into Huda. I mean, we could just go for Huda first. I don't think Shelly had anything to stand on to be mad at Huda because Huda and Chris pulled Shelly. Huda pulled Ace. You could be like they pulled
Shelly
them
went
as a
back like 3
couple.
times.
Yeah. And then they both got down and made out with the girl their who they pulled.
So,
And it was
oh, go ahead.
Ace started like
Okay, so I was gonna say that, but you know what's crazy also is that somebody, and I thought this to myself, but like Huda knew Chris was gonna pull Shelly, so didn't it make sense to
to
pull
pull
Ace?
Ace.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
Because
don't
that's
think
what
it.
someone else I can't remember who, but the other couples were doing that too. They were pulling
Yeah, they were pulling like the
the
couple, like
couple. Yeah.
Iris and uh
TJ?
there you go. I can't remember his name because he sucks. Um TJ, I think they got pulled down on
Yes.
the thing. And so I was like, I'm like, but that made sense because he knew. And what's crazy though is that homeboy was the one that was moving up and down. But you know what's crazy? So apparently the reason she got off him the way that she did was because apparently he had a boner.
Oh, well, of
And so
course.
she was trying to like get
Discreet.
up, yeah, discreetly, like get up without, and like somebody like did someone showed a video of like the other side of it, and you could see she wasn't bouncing on him. She actually just turned around on
And
him so
stood
he could
up.
get, yeah, so he could get up. So I think he was trying. And then what's crazy is that somebody also clocked it is that when it hit, when they all sat back down, right, and Ace did the what Taylor, and he was laughing. Shelly looks at him and goes, "Oh, like, is your
You
heart
like that?
racing?" But
Yeah.
but
Oh,
then she
yeah.
also says, "Is something else racing?"
Yeah. I did hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think she's just mad because Huda gave him. But who? I'm sorry, Shelly.
It's a
I'm sorry.
challenge.
I'm so sorry that Huda asked. But I'm so. But most guys would do that. I mean, like, let's be for real though. Like, guys, you just rub it and it's gonna get hard. I mean, unless unless there's an issue down there.
I'm always impressed that they don't have it like that they're able to hold it off more in some of these
They
situations.
could be wearing a cup. I'm not sure because sometimes I'm like, I feel like there's definitely situations where it's very easy to see that type of
Yeah.
situation. But I feel like in
Or
this
the
kind of
editing.
challenge, they all kind of look like they had like the same package kind of going on. So I figured they were all kind of wearing cups, but um it was one of those things where it's just like, why I don't even like, so what, he had a heart on, like that's
A
most
natural
guys, like,
response to
yes,
something.
he was bouncing her up on his dick. What do you think?
That's what I
You're
was saying though,
gonna
and they
get
were making
sex.
out, and then he started moving her up and down on him. And
Yes,
that's when I was
yes.
like, I feel like Shelly was mad at Ace, but couldn't be mad at Ace, so she took it out on Huda
That was crazy. That was so crazy.
and made her an scapegoat, as Huda would say.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole thing just pissed me off that she was mad at her. Like, it made no sense to me. I was really irritated by the
Yeah,
whole situation.
she kept trying to talk to her, and she was like, I don't want to talk tonight.
She's like, it's just a challenge. And it's like, oh, it's funny when like the shoe's on the other foot, bitch. Like,
Yeah. I saw something. Did I send it to you with Olandria and Ace in a challenge making out, and Shelly didn't say anything about it? Yeah.
yeah, it's the double standard is crazy, and it's because Huda's beautiful, and
Hmm.
she has a banging body. That's exactly what it is, and it's like true haters are always gonna hate because it doesn't matter who you are. If you think they're beautiful, they're beautiful, but you can't also hate. Like, maybe your man finds her attractive too. If he says something, that's a whole, that's an entirely different
Yeah.
conversation. But like, this is not Friendship Island. This is not Situationship Island. This is
Nope.
Love Island. And I'm sorry, but like, Shelly, if you're insecure, then just say that, because that's what it's giving. It's like 1,000% that you're super insecure because
And I
she's better
think
than
she has been, and maybe because she knows that Ace has been
interested in her.
interested in Huda this whole time. Because I saw a video recently that went all the way back to the first day, and Huda kissed Ace, and Shelly was
Mhm.
like, I was feeling a type of way about it, and visually you could see it all the way back to day one. So
Well, and that's what people were like. If they're together in real life, people are like, "Oh, I can understand like why she's mad," but everyone's like, "She should have been mad at Ace. She shouldn't be mad at Huda." Like,
no, yeah,
don't go on here with your boyfriend. Like, I'm sorry, but don't, because he could easily find somebody that's better than you.
that's what I was saying. How do you like not what if like that's yeah,
Not
that's
everybody is.
you're trusting.
Not everybody is meant for everyone. That's just the thing, and that's when you see that the grass is actually, because the grass ain't always greener on the other side.
Yeah.
But when there is grass that is way greener on the other side, and there's somebody that understands you more, who makes you laugh more, who, because let's face it, that does happen when you're in a relationship. And if you don't have that secure enough bond, you're always kind of doubting the situation. That's exactly
Yeah,
what happens.
exactly. Agreed. Let him look at some more. Okay. Let's see who else. Oh, I wrote down Cierra and Nic. The Cierra is hot. Because hers was got my heart rate going, that's for sure. Let me just say that. I was like, oh dang girl. I'm a little jealous. Oh man.
I love their outfits, the cowboy and cowgirl.
I could not take them seriously. So they're all having chats
Yeah,
after.
I know, it was so hard.
And so like, yeah, let's move on into the next episode.
Okay.
And I couldn't, they're all having these chats after this in their little costumes. And like, I mean, even like think Nick came up to Elon, he's having a chat with him. He's like, I'm mad.
He looks so ridiculous.
And he's wearing his little I
He
couldn't
looks so
even, yeah.
ridiculous. I'm like, please take that off. Please take it off.
Did you notice, so you watched the first looks? I send them to you
Mhm.
in the first look, it showed Nick saying, I want to, like, they edited it to say, to Nick saying to Elon, I want to put gloves on and fight you. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, we're going to throw down. And then I caught it in real time. And he doesn't even say that to Elon. He was saying it to the other guys that he feels like, I want to put gloves on and fight you. And I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
They
know
always
you
edit
guys
it
do
that way.
that, but I don't want to, like, I don't want to catch on to it.
Violence. That's the answer. No, I'm just kidding.
Violence.
Well, honestly, like, I don't know. A lot of that just pissed me off, because it's like, look, it was a challenge. Like, y'all need to, like, really, you guys need to like relax on that shit.
They're like way too
It's
mad about it.
Yeah, everyone's way too upset about it. I man, Huda had me like tearing up. I felt so bad for her. Like, I've been in that place before where I'm being bullied and I have nobody to talk to. And the part that I cried on is when she went up to Olandria, and Olandria, like, I didn't cry, like I teared, like I had like tears, because Olandria was like, I don't think you're a bad person, and like walked away. And I was like, you are fucked up. You are so fucked up. That is the
Oh, and
most,
she was like, I'm gonna come back for my toasty
yeah,
thing.
I'm like, that is the most
Yeah.
fucked up thing you could have done in that moment to somebody you consider a friend. Like, I don't care. That was mad disrespectful. Like,
Yeah.
that she lost all respect for me in that. I put her as like one of the last in the most recent, because I'm like, that was so not cool,
I
dude.
did too.
I
Her and
felt so
Shelly.
bad for Huda, dude. Like, she did not deserve to cry that much.
But she was trying really hard to, because I've been in that situation where I've offended a friend and not realized that I've offended a friend, and
Mhm.
it may not have seemed like something, but like when you think about like, wow, okay, I understand why that could be offensive, and you're constantly trying to like talk and mend, and they're just like, psh, it's like
Yeah.
it's hurtful because it's like I feel really bad, like I didn't mean to offend
Well,
you, or
yeah, especially if you don't mean to, and it's like you're trying to apologize. It's like a dick move. Like, when she pulled her for a chat, and then she was like, I don't want to chat, and it's like, why the fuck did you do that? Like, I was so mad. Like, I was just so I was so angry at my fucking
I was like,
screen.
I understand. Like, so if, she says, not tonight, because tonight, I
You
might
should
say
have said that
something.
when she was sitting down with the other girls.
Well, that's what she was like, we'll chat later. And then that was it. But it's like, you got to come back. Like, I understand needing space, but you can't. And then the whole next day, she didn't say anything to him
Yeah, you can't leave.
either. And like, you can't
Also,
leave her
too,
hanging.
Adrena, I did not like what she did. She completely twisted Huda's words when she
Oh
went down
God,
there.
that
That
made me
pissed me
so
the hell
mad.
off. I was
So,
like,
yeah. She like
nah.
ran over and yeah.
I was like, hell no. Like, are you kidding me, Adrena? Like, that entire thing just made me like, um, feel. And it was crazy. It's just like Huda had every reason to like crash out and like be like,
Oh,
I
for
didn't
sure.
even do anything wrong. And she was just, you could tell that's how you tell a good person from a bad one. She was crying. She felt like gutted that she thought she upset Shelly. And I'm sorry, Shelly, you're not a girl's girl. I think you're
No.
trash. I think you're a very terrible human being, and I hope when you come out of this that you see everything everyone else is saying about
Well, and like
you.
something similar had happened last season, and then Leah was in Huda's position, and they were all saying like all the girls were like, we're not about to like gang up on Leah right now. It's not about Leah. It's about whoever the guy was in this situation. I don't remember exactly, but I saw the clip. I was like, I do remember that. Like they were very like girls.
Because they were all girls.
Yeah.
These girls are not girls this season. There's Amaya and Huda are like the only two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I didn't.
I'm not saying like because Jalen Grayson and not Taylor Clark. I don't really think that they have like they haven't been on long enough, so I feel like they're kind of like not who I'm talking about at all. I'm just
Yeah,
talking about like
no.
the
Like the
originals.
core
Yeah, like the core people
Shelly, Huda, Cierra, Olandria,
and Amaya.
and Amaya, and Andrina in a little bit of a way because she's been there.
She's useless.
I feel kind of bad because she's like not feeling Brian. And so she went over to Pepe. She was like, hey, you remember me? And Pepe
I'm
was like,
sorry. Pepe has a type
sorry,
though.
new
Like
phone, who dis?
like when she went up to him, I'm like, girl, like
And I
just because you
realized
raised
that in
his
this
heart
last
rate,
episode, I was like, Grayson and Hannah,
they look the same.
they look the same. And I was
Except
like, he
Hannah has
does.
filler.
He likes
He likes blondes,
blondes.
white blondes, particularly. So I'm like, yeah,
Hey,
Pepe
Pepe,
got
if you're
right,
looking. I'm just kidding.
right. Pepe got a type. You know what I'm saying? Like, Adrena going up there was crazy work to me, just because you got his heart rate
Well, and
going.
then
Just
I think she like they were coupled up. They had something, so she was like, "Let me revisit."
she was offended when he turned her
And
down.
I feel like he should have been offended. Like, "Oh, now you want to come back?" I don't know.
Honestly, Pepe gives like very like old soul to me. Like
Yeah,
he's kind of just like down for the person he wants to be with, and like he's very respectful as well.
yeah,
Um
he's quiet
yeah,
too.
he's very quiet, so I didn't think he'd like Andrina. Not a lot of guys like everything, all of her assets. Sometimes it's too much. You know what I mean? Like she's a beautiful girl, but at the end of the day, again, sometimes it's too much. And guys like that who like girls like Hannah and Grayson, they want a girl that looks more natural.
Plain, yeah, plain. I mean, yeah,
Plain.
I'm plain. I mean, white blonde girl. It's plain. Like, yeah, I don't know.
It's
I don't know what else to explain.
Well, I feel like so many people, not so many women nowadays are doing like the BBLs and do you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I'm not against getting, I don't have like huge breasts, so I'm totally, I want to get my breasts done,
yeah.
but I'm sorry, like BBL, the fact that you can die doing the surgery is crazy to me that you would even risk doing that. Like, and you have to keep doing those surgeries to like keep,
Oh
or
wow, I didn't know that. That's not
do
like
you
a
have to?
one-time deal. I
Maybe
don't
not.
know.
Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know if you have to. It's not like breast because I know breast you have to do like every 10 years or something like that. I don't know. I don't.
I just can't
Maybe
imagine how much you can do now because I feel like when we were in our 20s, it was like such a big deal to get your boobs done or your nose done. But now
no,
there's like
not our entire
all of
body.
these things now that you can do.
Let me see.
Do you have to get it? Do you have to get a BBL?
Wait, no? Do you have to get a?
Finding out. I'm also finding out something else, or trying to get a recap on this.
No,
Stand on
so
your
it's just
business.
the one time you do the BBL. My bad.
Okay.
Okay, it's just the one time you do the BBL, but most people go back for a second time though because they're not happy with the results. But it's just I don't know. It's crazy. Somebody like people want to look so crazy nowadays. Like I don't understand when everyone wanted a Kim K ass. Like I don't really remember that.
I
Like
don't either. That's what I was saying. Like, I feel like
my mom was like, "How do you wipe when you go to the?"
with your hand.
Well, she just like you like your ass cheeks ain't gonna even fit on the damn toilet. Like
Just a
you know what I
little lift one on one side, lift and
well,
just
and too, like sometimes they leak and they smell and
leak what?
they leak. Like
Like
well, they're storing like they're taking fat from like one part of your body and putting it into another, but sometimes it don't always go correctly and like it's leaking like fluid.
like out of your body or to different areas of your body?
I don't really know. I don't because I just know that like I've seen videos where some guys were like her BBL smelled so bad, blah blah. I don't know if it's coming out of them. I don't really know, but I know it can
Oh
smell
my gosh.
because if like let's just say because it's skin, like if you have dead skin, you're gonna smell. Like even if it's inside your body, it's
Well, if you
decaying.
have dead skin, you have to get it like ugh. Whew. Yeah, I'm good.
But yeah, I mean like
There was
no,
a time,
Adrena is
there was a
beautiful, but
time where bubble butt was not a good thing.
I know, right? It's so crazy to me. But I'm saying, Audrina's beautiful. It's just like some guys don't want that. They're not into that. Like exactly the same thing with Huda as well. Like they're not into those
Yeah,
kinds of bodies. You have to have a guy who wants something like that.
because her
Pepe,
waist is small and her curves are kicking.
yeah, Pepe wants flat. I don't know, like not flat, but you know what I mean. Like
No,
he
yeah,
wants, you know, he
two-dimensional.
wants, yeah, he wants someone that's small.
Wants to throw her
Sorry,
around.
sorry, Pepe. It's just what it seems like, dog.
Sorry.
I don't know what the hell that was.
I don't know. It's late and I'm
Was that savage?
that
Like
was me throwing her around like, like a lasso, like she's skinny like a rope. Like, I don't know. Call Taylor, he'll tell you about it.
called Taylor. Ah, that's funny.
Don't. But don't. But do. But don't. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, so Ace and Shelly was mad. So Ace is mad at Shelly about the challenge too, because she went back and kissed Chris twice. And he was all, I sent a person home for you, basically. I mean, not verbatim, but he says that I sent a person home. And I was like, I don't know, like, does he actually feel this way? Or is this an act? Is he
No,
trying
I think
to
it was
make,
genuine. I think he
okay.
genuinely felt that way.
I wasn't
It's what
sure.
it seemed like. It seemed like he was upset, and then when he was trying to voice his opinion, she wasn't even listening. She took no accountability. She said it was just a challenge, but like, why wouldn't I go and kiss someone? He's like, yeah, but you went twice. Like, she had no leg to stand on. Everything that
I
has come out
know.
of her mouth
It's
for
like
like the last
once,
few episodes.
okay.
Oh my god, it's been Shelly. Just shut up. Like, don't even talk anymore. Like, because
Yeah.
your words right now
Digging
are
yourself into a
horrendous.
hole.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get up,
Like not
dig
even
it.
the whole grave. Like she's 6 feet under right
Yeah.
now.
She had no reason. She had no nothing between Ace and Huda. She had
The
no.
fact that you couldn't just like say, yeah, I went back and kissed him twice. I did do that. You knew I was exploring. Like just own the
Well,
shit.
she
Then at
kind
that
of
point.
does eventually. She's like, and I'm getting my episodes confused because I did watch, but we're not talking about that. Okay, it's not. She did go back and
No, she does. Yes, but not in the moment. No.
no, but yeah, she's like, you won't. Oh, it's in the stand on your business. She brings it up. And
Mm-hmm.
well, he brings it up. Okay.
Well, he
So
brings it up. Yeah, yeah, he brings it up.
maybe we should just go straight into that because the only thing that I feel like worthwhile talking about was Ace. Yeah. No, yeah, there was not really anything in the beginning of or episode 25 was kind of filler. They're
Yeah,
both like
yeah.
talking about, oh, I remember now what I want to say. The Nick and Sierra situation because they were closed off and then Nick said that he doesn't want her messing around with like kissing Elon or doing anything to Elon in this
Oh, she did it in the
challenge.
challenge. I know.
And then, but she didn't want him kissing all the girls, but then all the guys, she was allowed to kiss all the guys apparently
And
because
girls were kissing her too. It was
which
ridiculous.
whatever. But like, and then she could have respectfully told Elon no when
No.
Nick grabbed her hand, but she was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go." And I'm like, "You're such a hypocrite." Like Nick standing.
That's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
nobody kissed Nick, but she kissed the girls and the guys. Like I was
Yeah.
tripping. I was like, dude, what the I was like, what the hell is
Yeah.
this?
They all want to kiss her, but yeah, I was like, you can't tell him no, and then just like, well, the
Dude,
challenge. I can't tell them no.
the
Yes,
people
you can.
the people posting pictures of her lip are killing me,
I
dude.
told you, remember? I was like her lip or something going on, and she like pouts all the time, and then she's got the
She's not
teeth.
even
So
pouting. She can't even help it. Because
can't
her
do
lip
it.
is so heavy at the top. Like it like go I can't even do it because my lips are normal. But
I know I can't. It doesn't matter. But yes, I was like, it does like from the side, you could see. Yeah.
it looks so bad, bro. Like I
Yeah.
don't know
No.
what people think they are attractive looking. I don't know. Whatever. You know what? I'm not gonna hate on people who want to like change their face.
Oh no, I know. I'm like, it's your face. You're
Yeah, no, it's your face.
go
Do
for
do
it. I was
do what
reading
you
to make
want with
sure.
it.
There was a point where while Nick and Sierra are on their date, and Elon's like, I guess crashing out for lack of a better term. He's just kind of
Yeah.
spiraling. He's like, she keeps telling me, she was telling me she wanted to feel me out. She was telling me that if I came out, because Nick got mad at him, so he was like kind of floundering. He was like, she was telling me that if we could, we could, he continued
Yeah,
to
I feel kind of
explore.
bad for him.
I do too, because she was just kind of like, he said it too. He's like, I was kind of ghosted, but she's here.
Essentially, yes. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
And then,
She
but
never had a
Brian was just
conversation
like,
with him.
dude, you gotta move. She's on a date with Nick right now. She's not thinking about you. You just gotta move on. And then when they come in and they've, closed off, he's like, yeah, okay. But then he like quickly runs to Amaya and he's like, hey,
I know.
I thought you were kind of cute. I'm like, that's suspicious. That's
He's
suspicious.
trying too hard.
Yes. All right, moving on to episode 26. And I think nothing really of importance happens in the beginning. It's really just the stand on your business challenge,
Yeah.
which I didn't take notes, so I'm trying to remember who. This one I watched in the car because we got stuck at the grocery store. And even my husband was like, "Oh, they laid it all out." I was like, "Yes,
Oh
they
yeah, they did. Oh
They
yeah,
laid it
they did.
all out." So
Everyone stood on their business.
Shelly, I feel like Shelly was the first one. So what did Shelly's cards say?
You mean the first one that people cared about?
Yes. Yeah, because
Ain't no one care about what Austin had.
I feel because what the heck?
But
Chat, this is not working for me. Chat.
Chat GBT, what you failing on us, dog?
Yeah. I need like a
It's because of the rain.
Melissa asked Chat GPT. Did Shelly's cards? This keeps autocorrecting. Shelly.
Oh, I know it does that to me too. Because Shelly spelled with an S, not a C. Just like Sierra spelled with an S, not a C.
Yes. Yes, because that's the one she said that
I
Elon
know.
made her the sea pancakes, and then I didn't realize that Nick wrote Sierra on his
Yeah, that's because that's how it's
board.
normally spelled.
And I was
So
like, was she throwing shade?
yeah, she was.
I like it. Yeah. What episode was this that we just 20
Like, for real,
26?
like, how did you not know how to spell her name? Like,
Oh, that's why
what?
I'm not logged in. I had all of this on my phone, you guys, and my son ran off with
Damn
my phone.
kids.
I had it open, I had it saved so that I could be not so hot and messy.
Can we pause real quick?
Yes, let's pause.
I have to pee.
Yes. Pause. And we're back. Did you miss us? You missed us. Okay. So I said Shelly, but I think I want to start with Amaya.
Oh,
She was the beginning, and I feel like
she was the beginning, and I felt so bad.
Austin was the beginning, but Austin was like,
Whatever.
okay, actually, no, I want to talk about Austin because Andrina wrote that card about you don't do enough for the girls you're interested in. And
Mm-hmm.
we were all like, he was confused about who it was referring to. And he's
Mm-hmm.
like, I've done
Because she
everything.
wasn't there.
Yeah. But then she's like, no, I'm talking about with Shelly. And yeah, but I'm like, you weren't even there.
I know. It was just crazy to me.
You
I
don't
feel like
even,
she was
yeah.
reaching.
Like that was, yeah. I don't think she had anything to say about anybody. So she was just kind of like, I'll just,
No, I was like, why the hell did you write a card then?
yeah. And then I think Sierra was next, but it was nothing. Just do you know how loud you are in the bedroom?
But I know.
She's like, yeah, well, you know what? We had something to celebrate. Like, you go, girl. But then we move on. Amaya, and this one hurt
Yeah.
because Austin wrote that card where he was like, "You're too emotional. Why do you cry about everything?" Is that what he said? Why do you always
Mm-hmm.
cry
You're
about
just
it?
too you're very, very emotional about everything, and you kind of like uh I don't think he knew how to react to her. I think that was like a big thing, and so that's why he said she was overly emotional. She cries a
Yeah.
lot. Um,
Well, then Ace chimed in and was like, "Yeah, you're just too,
Such a dumbass.
you gotta
He said
meet,
you were doing too much, and
you
like
gotta
you
meet
were
someone
on me too
halfway."
much with the
Yeah.
babe, this stuff. And then Brian jumps in and is like, in Hispanic culture, we call our kids babe. Like I call my kids babe all the time.
Yeah, that's what I
Like
was saying. I do too. Yeah.
it's so natural for me to
It's
just do
just
that.
and even I've had friends who've called me babe and or been like over like the people are
What's up,
just
babe?
yeah, like it's just
It's just just a term. I don't. It's not used as like I don't really. It's significant other is kind of like aside from that. Um, but I'm glad that she was just like, if I'm not your cup of tea, like don't sip it, because I have like
if I'm not
going
your
through my
book, don't read
life.
it.
Well, yeah, well, it's like going through my life the way that I have, like I it doesn't feel good when people tell me that I never shut
Too
up.
much. Yeah.
No, I never
I've
shut
been
up like
told I'm too much too, like by guys, like you're too clingy, you're too
I've never gotten it by guy. I've always gotten it by friends and family that I'm too much. Yeah, I've never not one man has ever told me that I am too much. And what's crazy is that I don't care about their opinions. What really
yeah,
mattered to me was my friends and family. And my friends
for
and family
sure.
still to this day tell me that I never shut up and that I talk too much. And my one friend that I was telling you about or whatever, that um she was just like, you always talk too much, and like I can never get a word in edgewise. And it's just like, I'm sorry. Then it's just like I shut down. I don't talk at all because it's just
Yeah, that's
like,
not cool.
you know what I mean? It's like, but it's like you, and I don't feel like it's that way when I talk to somebody, and I feel
I
like
don't feel
I'm
like it's
just
that way.
well. And what's crazy is that when I was telling A about this, um he's like, yeah, you ever explain yourself, but he's like, I do it too. Like it's just like a natural. He's like, but I don't think you're like doing too much type of response. And like though it's those types of people now resonate with me more than somebody that thinks I'm too much, because it's like, then don't talk to me
Yeah.
because I'm gonna continue to be me. And I
Somebody's
love,
gonna want me. Yeah.
yeah, well, and I love that Amaya was just like, yeah, just then fuck off, because I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
keep, and
loved
she's such a kind freaking person. I mean, I'm so glad, in the next episode she got to feel how we felt about her. That made me so
me too.
happy,
I was
so happy.
so happy for that because I was like, we were, yeah, yeah. Well, that's for later, but yeah, yeah. And then one thing I didn't she is a Scorpio, which explains a lot if she's emotional. I don't know if you know. Are you like
I don't do astrology. I'm not.
okay?
I
So
really I feel like honestly, like I'm not into the zodiacs at all whatsoever. I know I'm an Aries. I know I'm fire sign, and I just feel like what it says, yes, like essentially matches my personality a little bit. Like I'm aggressive, I'm a go-getter. So I just feel like it's so generalized. I don't know. I'm just not
yeah,
in.
I mean, it can be like based off your sun sign. It can be
Yes, you
generalized,
don't do
but
all that.
you can. There's more to your like moon sign and your rising sign that kind of like really like find like
And maybe, I mean, I just don't
carves down
understand it.
your
I
uh
guess I don't want to like knock it, because I know people are like super into astrology, and I like crystals. I have crystals at
yeah.
home. I do believe in chakras and energies and all that stuff. I've just never been to the zodiacs, probably because I don't understand it very much. I've
I
only
don't think it like fully can determine your like I don't feel like, oh, because you're this,
Personality.
then you're this.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
you fall like life curves your personality. I do feel like it can contribute and knowing so like Scorpio is a water sign. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces are known to be
Overly
especially
emotional.
Scorpio, very emotional, very just very big energy, big emotion. So I'm a Cancer. So like everything I cry easily. Scorpios are I feel like even
I cry
Scorpios
easily.
scare me, and which is funny is because I feel like I'm supposed to be able to get along with Scorpios, but they scare me because they are even I feel like I'm overly emotional and they're even like 10 times more and it's like I think so knowing that it makes sense and they love they love very intensely. They are very just big strong with their emotions and like tight yeah. Think of it like I got a stinger, they're scorpions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like to
Gotta know what
headbutt people.
scorpion is in the water for, because like
I like to I like to headbutt people since I'm the ram.
oh,
So
I have
I
two fires, so I'm a water and I have two fire children, and that's hard.
Brooklyn is an April Aries, and
So
I
is
am
Wesley.
a March Aries,
Oh, so you're almost a Pisces. Okay.
my birthday is March 27th, so it's like I'm more of an Aries than I would be
Yeah.
like considered Pisces, but Brooklyn is also an Aries, and it's hilarious to me too because like I do see where the attitude lies sometimes, and I'm like that has to be somewhat true because I feel like I definitely have a very fiery personality. Um and I'm not anymore because I'm older now, but like
Yeah.
definitely back in the day, oh man, I used to love I think too cuz my ADHD cuz my parents would categorize me as mean when I
Mm-hmm.
was younger. They like to
Oh,
say that I'm still mean now and I'm like, okay,
Wesley.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't even know. Like, I'm not even close to what I was back then. But I never noticed it before, but like when I got diagnosed, I started looking up a lot of things ADHD and it started making sense. But it's like I get super amped in a fight. Like my sensory is like, yeah, like let's go. And then it amps
Oh,
it
I'm
up
the
more
opposite.
because
I'm
yeah, no, it amps it up more because I'm
straight into
already
my
like,
shell.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
sorry,
more
I didn't mean to
natural.
hurt your feelings. Yeah.
I'm more naturally aggressive too. So it's just like, let's go. Like, you want to like argue? I will argue till we die. Like, I don't even like it was just
It's
it's so
John Cena.
yeah,
Dun,
seriously.
dun,
You can't
dun.
see this. You can't. And that's how Brooklyn is sometimes with her attitude. I'm like, oh my God. It's like
Oh, yeah.
literally a small version of myself. And it's like I hit her upside the head all the time. Like I'm always like, shh, like, why are you saying that? And it's just like, but I
Yeah.
see myself and I'm like, damn, that's terrible.
That's like Wesley, my older one. He's an April Aries, and he says stuff sometimes. And I know because my brother is too, and I know that he doesn't do it to be mean, but it's like I'm like, oh,
It's no filter.
my little crab heart. Like, why did you say that? He's like, he'll be like, Mom, your hair is like your hair is dirty, right? And
Yeah,
like,
we don't mean it offensively. We
yeah, and
really
I'm
don't.
like, well, don't say that. Like that's rude. And he's like, but it is. Like it you've got something in there. And I'm like, why are you so mean? But yeah, and he doesn't understand. And then but like
No, no, no. I know Brooklyn too.
that's how they are.
No
Yeah, that's
filter.
yeah. Why is that person wearing a dress? Because they want
She told
to.
me the other
But
day.
you
She
know,
told, uh, she told me the other day. She was like, "Mom, you have a bum butt," and I was like,
yes. Like, yeah.
"Thank God she doesn't know that word."
Oh
She was
God.
like, "She's like, you got a big booty," and then she tried to shake it. And I'm like, "Get your hands off of me!
Oh
I said, "Get
man.
away from me!" Like I don't even
Hug
just.
me.
I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, I don't know. No, thank you. Get that shit away from me. Like,
Yeah, they're so yeah, I think knowing that she's a Scorpio, it kind of
makes sense.
plus Scorpio, she's Latina. I mean, I don't not to like put her into a box or like falter.
I also don't know what she's been through. It seems like she's been through a lot
I don't
from like
think so. I feel like a lot of people have told her that she's too much, but I don't like she's just very like cuz I feel like she could easily like shut down and be like, "Okay, how can I change?" And she has shown moments of that where she's asked people like, "Am I being too much for you?" But this whole standard business thing, stand on business
standing
challenge.
on business.
I keep
Yes.
calling it stand on your business. Sorry. Shows that
Stand on
like she
business,
doesn't
dog.
care. I don't know. It's a new term for me, okay?
I know it is for me too. We don't talk like we're 20. That's the difference.
Yeah, yeah. I kept writing it down wrong and everything. But yeah, but the fact that she was just like, if I'm not your book, you don't have to read it, kind of like
Yeah, and it's
she's
true
like,
though.
I'm never gonna change. I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be. And I was like,
Mhm.
thank you. Like
You
no
finally
matter
stood up for
what, at the
yourself.
end of the yeah. So
But she still went off and cried though.
well, because I think it was kind of like one
Everyone was
thing for
attacking her. Or
Austin and
not
Ace.
everyone.
It was the fact that Zach had to come in, her
What
couple that she
an
thought,
idiot.
yeah. And they hadn't
I'm
talked
sorry,
all
Miguel. Your friend ain't
day.
looking too good.
No. Yeah. No. No. Yeah, I was kind of like really shocked that he was like, "Oh, I don't really know how to handle it." Sometimes I'm like, "That
Same.
was you guys had a whole conversation about that." It said that yeah. I was like, mm. And then after that we've got I think the biggest one is well, not the biggest one. So we've got Huda's letters where Shelly implied that she broke girl code
She
and
did
that
not, Shelly. You're high as a kite.
yeah.
I just felt bad for Huda. I just don't think she deserved any of the heat that she got. Nick also two-faced motherfucker, pulls her over to the side and says that he's there for her, and then says that she should have gone home. Sorry, Nick,
Oh, yeah.
you lost my respect there because what the fuck? I was like,
Oh, that's right, because they asked Sierra why they sent home Hannah.
yeah, and they which they didn't give any
Oh
real
no,
reason
she
to.
was like because Hannah was like in a solid relationship and
Yeah, it
the
made
other
no
two
sense.
didn't get and I'm like, bitch, you've been with Nick since you got there.
Yeah, she sounded dumb. That's
Olandria's
his.
been with Taylor since you got there.
The whole
So
thing just me the hell
they're
off.
mean
Like,
girls.
yeah, they are. They're absolutely mean girls. Huda, if you ever see this, you didn't deserve that at all.
No. Team
Coming from
Huda,
somebody that's 10 years older than you,
Amy?
I don't think you did too much at all whatsoever.
No, I thought it was hot.
So did I. I was like,
You're gonna teach, she's got maybe we can get her to teach us the class.
class, that would be awesome. Yeah, no, I just felt bad for her. And then the way that Nick said something, and then Shelly, and then Olandria
Oh,
aired
Landria,
it.
oof.
Oh, she lost me with
You
that
want to
one.
share with the class? You
I
want to
was like,
fuck off?
Olandria, the fuck are you talking about? First of all, they're in a couple. They
That's what I
can.
don't understand. Like, why everybody is giving her such a hard time. Like, she's literally coupled up with
So
Chris.
somebody did a video of it of them like going back to Casa and like Huda pulling Shelly for like a chat or whatever to like talk about Chris, and she just said, I know you have a connection to but we have been like talking and stuff. And then Shelly mentioned it in a newer episode where she just basically was like, well, it was kind of awkward because you pulled me. It was like so quick and
Like,
happening
you
so fast.
flipped so
When was
quick.
she supposed to do that? I mean, like,
Well, the fact that she did it at all before the
damn, they were at
recoupling,
Casa
she
for three
pulled her.
days.
Yeah, she pulled her before the recoupling. She was like, I know you're into Chris. I'm also in feeling it. We have some kind of connection. I would like to explore it. Maybe I can bring him back. We can both have a moment. And Shelly was like, yeah, go for it. Like, I think it's great.
Yeah, screw that.
And now they're all being
She
so
just lost me, bro.
she's in a couple with Chris. She's exploring that relationship with Chris. They had a
Hmm.
kiss and
There
then
was nothing wrong with what she did. There's nothing.
no.
Nope.
And
Nothing wrong with what she
Olandria
did.
putting it out there like
I
that's
was
not
so
your
pissed.
business.
Yep. And she told you that in confidence, bro. Like, who the fuck are you to say that? I was
And then
so
I
mad.
saw that whole like compilation I sent you of Olandria like spilling tea when she
She does it all the
I'm
time.
like that was
I'm like,
not on
oh my
accident.
god, you're terrible, bro. You're
Yeah, and it's
terrible.
all it seemed to be. I mean, maybe not all of it, but she did spill the tea about Huda having a baby
Yeah, to
daughter to
Austin.
Austin. I don't know. I feel away. I feel a type of way. You okay?
Yeah, I felt like there was a hair on my face.
I hate that, and you can't find it.
Yes.
Like,
And my hair sheds a lot. Yeah, I just the whole staying in business thing just pissed me off with Amaya, with Huda, um, with Shelly not taking any accountability, just sitting up there arguing with people. Um,
well,
yeah, the whole
Alandria was up there. I don't remember what hers said, but she was like, anybody else got anything to say? That's what I thought. I was like,
I know. It just all of it gave off. What the fuck is happening?
well,
Like you
like,
got
okay,
like
so
you
like,
girls
let's
really thought you ate.
Shelly. So like Ace calls her out, which
Mhm.
on one hand, I understand why, because he keeps trying to talk to her and she's not talking
Yeah.
to him about it. But on the other hand, I'm like, did you have to air your couple dirty laundry in front of everybody? So where you had
I
like,
honestly think he was just pissed. Like he was
oh,
so
for sure.
done at that point. Like, and to be honest, he did try to talk to her up in soul ties and she just talked over him. So when was going to be a good point for him to even,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That was basically like straight on. Do I think he should have done it that way? No, but she wasn't listening. So it's kind of just like a double-edged sword. He
Well,
was
then
going to
let's
be,
pull it out. Yeah.
yeah, let's just pull it out like right here, right then and there. I did, I did think it was funny that everyone's like, he's not 5'10" and they're comparing him to Ariana Madix and stuff. And I'm like, first of all, Ariana Madix is 5'5". That bitch be wearing 6-inch heels. So
Yes.
that would make her 5'11". I think he is 5'5". I mean, I think he is 5'10". Sorry, not 5'5". I think he is
Well, did you
5'10".
see the picture of him and Chris at the
Chris,
table?
I
And
know.
you can see like he's so much smaller. It's like little feet are dangling and
I do think he's 5'10". I think everyone's kind of like tripping a little bit too much on the height. I mean, yes, I feel like the places that they sit on are a lot higher than I think people realize.
yeah. Sorry, I was
You,
listening.
no, you're fine. You have someone that's like 6'2" or something like that, and they can still touch the floor, but someone that's
Well,
5'10".
like yeah, like they've had those people that are like the same height sit next to each other and they could be shorter or they're
Yeah,
like
yeah,
because
you
they're
know, he's
short.
just not
Yeah.
as he's just not as tall, but I feel like bad for the guy that everyone's like ripping on his height because I mean, to me height isn't really like that big of an issue, but you know, I just don't think it's we have to get away from like hating on people's looks, I guess, or like, you know what I mean? Like that's obviously a sensitive thing with guys is like their height, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And he's fine.
Like Kay tells me he's 6 foot and I'm like, with shoes on. Like your bitch ass ain't 6 foot. The fuck? Like
Who's it?
Kay.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'm 6 foot, and I'm like, with shoes on, the fuck, you're not 6 foot, dog. Like you're 5'11". Towards the end of the day, you're 5'10" because your spine compresses throughout the
You're
day,
gonna
and
get smaller too.
yeah, well, like you're shorter throughout the day, which I didn't know. I actually just learned that.
Makes sense. Gravity.
Yeah, which
Gravity.
it's so funny though. Like, I told that to A, and he was like, "No wonder I feel taller in the morning." I was just laughing. It's like that's so funny.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I
you
don't know if
got
I feel taller in the morning or at
I
night. I
don't
have no
feel it
idea.
different in the morning. I feel like I gotta go to the bathroom,
I'm
but
short, so I don't care.
wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Yeah, I wake up in the morning. The first thing I do is put my headphone in and put music on.
Oh, mine's the opposite. I take it out and put it away because I've had it in my head, ear all night. Which sometimes as I'm laying and listening to my podcast, not our pod, but like my that I follow, and wondering, I'm like, am I gonna get brain cancer from the wavelengths in my ear all night long?
I can't sleep with things like in my ear. I can't sleep with like earplugs in because, um, first of all, my ADHD brain, which I just figured out that other people hear this who have ADHD. But when I lay on my pillow, I hear my pillow makes noises. Like I can
Yeah.
hear like right, yeah, that's an ADHD thing.
Wow.
So
I
yeah,
know.
it's if you can like hear your heartbeat or like hear your like pillow making like
I have to
noises.
I have to reset. Like if it suctions, it's like I can't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I
Same.
usually sleep with an earbud in. So if I'm laying on my left side, I have the earbud in my right ear, and then I
Yeah,
switch.
I can't do
But
all that.
it started because when I was pregnant with my youngest, I was still nursing my oldest, and I gotten to a point where I had really bad nursing aversions, but he was still little, and I didn't want to like. He just did it at bedtime, so but it like made my skin crawl. So I started listening to podcasts to distract myself while he did what he needed to fall asleep. And then it just became a thing. What now? My youngest is almost 6. When I was pressed, so 7 years. I've been. It's just now like if I can't find my headphones, it's like I can't sleep.
I'm
It's
gonna
like
die.
I need to find them. And so when
That's
AirPods
like me
came,
with white noise. I have to have a sound
it's my
machine
white
on.
noise, yeah, and I can't disturb everybody else, so I just put whatever I'm in. Usually it's storm chasing podcast. I don't know. It's like stupid stuff. It was for a while, it was other Love Island USA podcasts, but now I feel like I'm so immersed in the world between our podcast and watching, and like if I listen to it and I want to support other ones, but like I'm like I need a break. It's too much. It's
Yeah.
too, and I don't want to like accidentally copy somebody because
Yeah,
everybody's
I feel you. I
entitled
feel
to
you.
their individuality. But yeah,
Mhm.
bird walking express over and out. What were we even talking about?
That was a loud one.
Mine?
No, mine.
Oh,
We
okay.
we
The
were talking about
letters.
Ace's height.
Because Ace had letters. Did he have letters?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. He had a few
Well, I don't remember what his were.
from Shelly.
Oh,
Basically,
why won't you lock it down, right? Or
yeah,
why?
yeah.
Yeah. No one wrote a letter directed at Shelley. Oh, and then
Crazy.
Taylor's letters.
Taylor had freaking a bunch of them. The way Olandria went off on him was wild. I was like, yeah. But he stood on business though. He was like, I'm
did,
not
and
here for you, bitch.
I I don't want to eat my words because Taylor keeps making me eat my words. So I'm gonna say it and
He
then
does. But
something's
he
gonna
did.
happen. But as of this moment, with this situation, I am on his side.
Oh yeah, I'm 100% on the side.
Okay. I was like, I tend to be on the other side of things. I think he did. I do think he could have handled Olandria differently. I do think he could have approached her differently because he did keep telling her, I still want to explore our connection, but then not talk to
I
her.
think there are just guys that don't know how to do that.
I think he just needed to, stand
Like
on
in the real world,
business.
he would have ghosted her.
Yeah, for sure, because he was trying to. And then
Mhm.
I feel like, but then he would keep telling her, I really wanted to kiss you. He wanted to kiss her at the heart rate challenge, but he didn't
I
want
think
to.
sometimes too, guys just feel bad. Like they just like feel like they need to say something instead of just like being like, well, I don't want to kiss you. You know what I mean? It's like, don't say anything
Yeah,
then. It's like, I get
yeah,
that you like want to make them feel better, but that's not how you do that.
exactly. And then I think, if you think about it in the timeline of things, they went to Casa. She should, in theory, not have been back at the villa while he was exploring Clark.
Right. That was too
He
much.
should have had the opportunity to explore Clark in the way that everybody else got their chance. So then they would have had he would have probably brought Clark back from
Mhm.
Casa, and then which would have told her everything she needed to know. And then she was supposed to leave. They still saved her again. And
I
so it was
know.
just like, I don't think he did anything wrong. He explored Clark. He liked Clark. He was like, all right, I'm done. I don't,
She makes him feel like a kid. The fact that she was like, how old are you? It's like,
yeah,
why is that a problem? Like that's if somebody makes you feel like a kid again, that's a great feeling. Like I loved feeling like I was a kid, you know? Like
yeah,
that person makes you feel that way. That's still a good feeling. So to me, that was crazy work what she said.
yeah. I don't agree with anything I don't think Alandria approached that well. I understand she was upset and she had every right to be upset, but I don't think the way she like attacked him was like called him names too. I was like, ooh, are we back to this again?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I was like, I hope she would just go home because
Yeah, I wish she would have gone home too. I think things would have been a lot different if she had.
that's why I was, yeah, so hopefully with the voting in the next episode, she'll go home.
Yep.
No spoilers. No
No
spoilers.
spoilers.
Um, where were we getting at? That was it. I think that was all I had for Olandria and Taylor. We
Yeah.
got Taylor and Clark. I think they're fine. I think the Taylor we see with Clark is completely different from the Taylor we saw with Olandria, and it
And
makes
it like
all the
well, and
sense.
again, that goes back to finding your person that you want to be with, and that's okay. The fact that he felt that comfortable with Clark told him everything he needed to know,
Yeah.
and Alandria just took it offensively, and it's like, again, you don't be with somebody you genuinely don't like want to be with. Yes, you're gonna hurt somebody, but at the end of the day, like not everyone's meant for you, and not everyone's
Yeah.
gonna be your cup of tea. That's just what it is. And there is gonna be somebody that wants you for who you are and everything that you have to bring to the table and just how you are. You don't have to change a damn thing. And I think more people, if you just realize that and like don't take everything so personally, it would be a lot better. But people do take it personally, and they're like, well, why am
Yeah.
I not good enough? But it's not like that. It's just you're not the person that they want. And Taylor is a completely different person with Clark, and you can completely see it. And that's the difference. Like, I'm sorry, it just
Yeah.
is. Like,
I
you can
think
find that
like
offensive all you want, but it's just true.
he mentions how like to Clark, he was like, I like this, like we could just hang out and be, whereas like everything with Olandria was like business. Like
Mhm.
I feel like he's such a laid back guy, and Olandria is not. Olandria is very like,
Yeah, he wanted someone that's kick back.
and Clark is. They just hang out, they just do their thing, and then I think that that's the better
He's
choice.
super comfortable around her. You could tell. I
Hmm.
mean, I'm happy. That's the goal of the
The whole
damn
point of
show.
this, yeah,
I feel like we've lost the plot on it.
yeah. That's the thing. If Landry wasn't at the villa, it would have been no different. And then yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it would have been a shock, obviously, when he brought her back, but like
Yeah.
that's the whole point.
I
So,
know, it's to find the person you want to be with.
yep. Who did you vote for your favorite, did you say?
Huda was my favorite girl,
Okay.
and then I did Ace because I wanted to be messy.
That's right. I was like, which I kind of like, I was thinking about it. I was like, I kind of feel bad. I kind of feel
I
like
was hoping Shelly and Olandria would be down, but that I was lost on that one.
I,
Sierra, I was hoping one of them was going to be like down there and be like, "Damn, America hates us."
well, yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about that in our next podcast
Yeah.
about that episode. But yeah, I put who did I put?
I don't
Chris.
know. Oh,
Chris
you said Kristen and Maya.
and Maya. Yeah. For some reason I had a brain fart. Yeah. Because I just thought Chris was super supportive of Huda, all things
Yeah, I should have
considered.
voted Chris because like he definitely deserved that vote, but still, I
No,
wanted to be
somebody's got to be
messy.
messy. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to.
It's not my life.
Who knows? I mean, I may be way off base. So, but yeah, I voted Chris and Amaya because obviously I wanted Amaya Papaya to know that we
We
love
all
her.
love her.
And then, so I can't wait for that voting.
Me either.
Just go, oh, what is it? Oh, I've been waiting for this. Been waiting for this.
Been waiting for this.
Yeah. So, do you have anything else you want to add? No. I know I'm tired too. It's late for me.
I know it's late
I
for
hope
you.
my kids are asleep.
I hope yours
Fingers
are too.
crossed, because it's late. All right. Yeah, okay. Well, our time in the villa is up. And if you liked the vibes, go ahead and like and subscribe. And we will catch you next time. Adios.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Gave her a mic from reality to spilling the tea. Seriously, like, what the fudge? She's got no credentials. She doesn't even go to this school. Is no one seriously gonna take it away from her? Oh my god, no. Just gotta sit here and pretend that this normal. I guess this is just the end of the